Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, yes, tamu sana. For the better part of today, there is a short clip of a viral video doing rounds on social media, or rather online. A video of a group of people storming out of William Ruto's current residence, shouting all sorts of names, shouting odium and other unprinted words against William Ruto. So I want you to have a look at this short clip, after which we are going to dissect it and see exactly what it means politically. Yes, what it means politically. So if in case you've just bumped on this YouTube channel for the very first time, kindly subscribe and also give this video a like. Give it a like, please. Give it a like. Thank you. God bless you. Let's have a look at the clip. From that clip, for those who have been to William Ruto's current residence, you will largely agree with me that that is somehow a resemblance of William Ruto's current residence. So those youths, or rather that crowd, is just storming out of William Ruto's current residence. And if you go through what a majority of Kenyans were saying about that, then Kenyans were of a very strong opinion that that incident occurred yesterday when William Ruto met a group of other aspirants from Kajiado, Narok, and some other parts of the country. So as they were leaving yesterday, they started shouting and demonizing William Ruto while praising Raila Amolo Odinga on the other side. So what does that show or mean politically for William Ruto and even for 2022 presidential election? Yes. The first thing, if that video is anything to go by, then it's very clear that that crowd or those people, they might have been lured to William Ruto's current residence with some promises of maybe being given some cash or some form of tokens. But to see them now protesting, coming out there to protest, it's just a clear indication that maybe they were not given what they were promised. So in this case, ladies and gentlemen, we can just conclude that in this case, William Ruto has been exposed as somebody who is buying loyalty. He is forcing people to go to him, or rather to come to him. He's buying loyalty. But again, loyalty you cannot buy. You cannot buy. If you buy loyalty, that's the end result of what might just happen. And then secondly, this also exposes Tanganga and William Ruto as leaders or politicians practicing politics of tokenism, or rather handout kind of politics. But now, William Ruto is one leader who has come out very strongly to indicate that he wants to bring the hustlers from their hustling to some level of riches. But can you bring these people from hustling to some level of riches by giving them handouts and tokens? Is it really possible? That's a question that maybe William Ruto should actually answer himself. Whether you can build an economy or to elevate people from poverty to some level of riches by giving them handouts. That's a question that maybe William Ruto himself can answer. And then thirdly, ladies and gentlemen, I tend to also believe that if that video is anything to go by, then William Ruto is very much overrated. Because yesterday, his media team, Dennis Itumbi, and the Tanganga bloggers, they shared photos of William Ruto with aspirants yesterday in Karen. And they painted a picture that everything was good, everything was rosy. But little did we know that behind the scene, such activities were also going on. people were coming out, or rather storming out of his current residence in protest. We were not told about that. So that's also an indication that maybe William Ruto might be an overrated politician or leader. There is a lot behind the scenes which we are not being told. An example is this one of this group storming out of his current residence. And then fourthly, it also exposes the desperation amongst our Kenyan youths. The youths are desperate because they lack jobs. They lack jobs, or they are just idle. So they become an easy target or prey for crafty politicians who just uses them for photos. I know those that group there, they might have provided a very good photo session. You know, if you could just capture that whole group in a photo, then you share it, people can just see how popular you are, or how many people came to you. So that also just exposes the desperation among Kenyan youths, and then how politicians now are taking advantage of that kind of a desperation. Yes. And then another point, ladies and gentlemen, that's also an indication that the ground might be changing, or rather the ground might be turning against William Ruto. And it's not only that photo why I'm saying that, but we have also seen in various occasions that the tide might be slowly but surely turning against William Ruto. Because some times back, some such kind of incidences we were not being told. But now if this kind of incidences of a group, or rather storming out of William Ruto's current residence, I think they are now becoming more prevalent. They are becoming more and more. That just shows that William Ruto, the ground might be turning against him. And then on top of that, it also exposes the Tanganga Propaganda. And in this case, their propaganda has actually backfired before their own eyes. Because just yesterday, they painted a picture of a very rousing meeting, a very warm meeting. But behind the scenes, it seems to appear that they were really struggling to do damage control. They were really struggling for this kind of things not to get to social media. I know they were struggling to make sure that such kind of things never reached to us. But from what I can say, ladies and gentlemen, that as we head towards 2022, we are most likely to see now Kenyans coming out in their true colors to now state exactly where they belong. Because since 2018, let me say, put it that way, William Ruto has been alone, campaigning alone for presidency. To a point he felt that now he was very, very popular and that other candidates were irrelevant. But as 2022 approaches and more candidates just come out to announce that they are also in the presidential race, we are most likely to witness and see many of such instances and incidences. Because now Kenyans will just be coming out to state their true position, their preferred candidates. And such incidences, we shall see them quite a lot. And from where I sit as I conclude, I strongly believe that as we head towards 2022, most likely, William Ruto and his Tanga brigade, most likely, they are going to try and use quite a lot of propaganda, maybe to cover the damage. I know there is a lot that Kenyans are going to learn as we head towards 2022. A lot of lies that maybe we have been lied to since 2018. As we head towards 2022, I'm seeing a situation where William Ruto's media team are really going to struggle to contain the truth as they expose themselves. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, let me leave it there for today. If you've just bumped on this YouTube channel for the very, very first time, kindly subscribe and also give this video a like. Give it a like, please. Thank you. God bless you. For those watching us outside of Kenya for the very, very first time, drop a comment and let us also know from which part of the globe you are also watching us from. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Tamu sana yetu.